She is our coordinator, which means she does all kinds of useful things behind the scenes. This is her first time back in the hall for several years, and it's wonderful to have her back. In February 2016, Christine took Margaret Murphy's storytelling workshop. She signed up to tell her first story the next month and has been telling stories for Round Town Tellers ever since. Tonight, Christine will be telling a story written by Ruth Harnden and adapted by Christine. Her story is titled, That Senior Moment. Please welcome Christine Clarke-Johnsen to the stage. Thank you, Deborah. Well, those senior moments, I think we've all had them. You know what I mean? You go to the fridge and you open it, and just for a moment you can't quite remember what it was you wanted from there. And then when you go to the grocery store, usually a long list, right? But when you get there, you find you left it on the counter at home. How many have had that experience? Come on, hands up. Yeah, almost everybody, and me too. Well, tonight, I'm going to share a story with you that I think many of us can relate to. I'm sitting in my recliner, admiring the twinkling lights on my Christmas tree. I took all afternoon decorating it, just the way we used to do it in Sweden when I was a little girl. With the candles on it. It's so beautiful. You remember all the little things from far ago, but not so much these days. And I don't know why that is. But my dear old aunt, she mailed me those special candle holders that clip onto the branches of the tree. And under each snow white candle, I hung a well-polished ruby red apple. It's the way we do it in Sweden. And I still remember that so clearly, how much delight I had helping my mother trim the tree every year. Even though now I'm in my 70s, it's still very clear to me, but sometimes I think I remember those times more clearly than I remember things today here in my home in Canada. This town in Nova Scotia has been my home for over 50 years. I raised my children here. All my best memories are right here in this old house. I remember them all. But lately, I've been forgetting some things, just little things like, who exactly did I send that email with the seniors' jokes to? I don't want to send it to the same person twice. That would be embarrassing. And then just yesterday, I discovered an email from my sister that had been sitting there for 2 weeks and I hadn't replied yet. And I felt bad about that. And sometimes, for the life of me, I cannot remember just where I parked my car in the parking lot. How many of you had that? And I end up walking up and down, searching for it in the rain, feeling like a fool, a dripping wet fool. Well, that's what aging is all about, isn't it? Life is here to enjoy. It's almost Christmas, my most favorite time of year, because that's when my family come to visit me. I'd really like to light those candles on the tree right now, but I will wait. I will wait until my children and my grandchildren arrive to see me next week. For now, I'll just enjoy watching the first feathery snowflakes of the season come gently floating down, creating beauty everywhere they touch. I always think the first snowfall is somehow magical. But I think it must be very strange to live in a place where there was snow for more than 6 months of the year. I'm thinking of my dear German friend Hilda, who lives in the wilds, out in the mountains, out far away in BC, somewhere near Rogers Pass, she told me. Dear old Hilda. She was my wonderful cook and my confidant for 30 years. until she married that crazy silver miner and moved out west to live with him in a shack in the forest. Oh, Hilda, you're going to love my Christmas present that I sent for you. In her last letter she wrote, oh, it's so cold here. Oh, always so cold it is. I think I'd never be warm again. So I knit her 5 pairs of heavy wool socks, and I mailed them to you, Hilda, just last week. In plenty of time with 10 days left before Christmas. I'm sure it was last week. I know, it was last week. I was at the post office. Well then, what was it that I mailed to Hilda 2 days ago in the post office? I clearly remember that wide, flat box and writing Hilda across the top, but that's impossible. That was the Victoria's Secret box with a negligee in it. The negligee for my darling granddaughter, Janie, who lives in Florida and is getting married right after Christmas. Oh, that negligee. It was an extravagant purchase, let me tell you. Oh, it's so beautiful. Soft silk satin in a deep rose pink, even just like Pat's beautiful sweater, and all around the bodice of the top is this very fine, delicate cream-colored lace, and all around the full skirt at the bottom, just so beautiful, just like my granddaughter Janie, and I mailed it to her just 2 days ago. Oh, what was it I mailed to Hilda then? No, wait, focus. Focus. I'm in the post office. I'm standing at that high table in the corner. I have the package in front of me, a wide flat box with a negligee in it, and I look up at the wall and I see the mailing chart that tells you the dates that you have to mail things to get them there by Christmas, and there is Florida and there is BC. And I'm thinking of Hilda out there in all that snow and how much she's going to love these socks. And I write down Mrs. Hilda Borge and her address, and I go to the window and I mail it. Oh, what have I done? I mailed Jeannie's negligee to Hilda. How can I make such a stupid mistake? I should email Janie right now. But what about Hilda? Oh, what should I do? No, I will email Janie and try to explain my mistake. But she'll be so busy right now. She's getting married in a few days, and she won't have time to wonder about it. A very mysterious wedding gift of 5 pairs of heavy wool socks. From her crazy grandmother in Nova Scotia. I think it would be better if I just wait till after the wedding to try and explain. But what about Hilda? Oh, dear old Hilda. Hilda, who is so plain. She's really very, very plain, and it's a wonder that crazy miner could see through her plainness enough to want to marry her. But still, she has such a good heart, and that's obviously the reason he fell in love with her. But Hilda is so, well, she has never worn anything even remotely feminine, let alone pretty. What is she going to think about getting a negligee for a gift? I could just imagine her opening the box. What is this? A negligee? So intimate. Will she be embarrassed? Will she think I'm mocking her? Oh no, whatever will she think of me? And at Christmas time too, when you want to send things that they will love. Well, time passed quickly as I got busy baking for the holidays, and I completely forgot about Hilda and my great mistake. My family arrived, and we had a blessed time sharing our traditional food, our gifts, and our memories of living happily together in this old house. The day after Christmas, Janie's email arrived. Marvelous ski socks, she wrote. However, did you guess that we finally decided to take our honeymoon in the mountains? Thank you so much. Oh, I heaved a great sigh of relief. A week later, Hilda's letter arrived in the mail. I was hesitant to open it, but very anxious to know what she felt about getting a negligee for a gift. In her broken English, she wrote, "Old Hilda, they think. There is only to keep her warm. So they send the sweaters, the mittens, the heavy socks. What is there that could make such a one as me pretty, eh? But you, my lovely friend, you have the other heart, the other eyes. And I am beautiful now. I open up the wood stove so the room is full of heat, and I slip on my beautiful dress made for dancing. And what you think? I dance. Old Hilda, dance. Can you think of it? And my Tim, he come and dance with me. Ha! I think my Tim, he fall in love with me all over again.